Hey, what is up guys? This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and all this week long, I'll be taking a look at the new Legacy Collection Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures. Now yesterday, I started off with the Red Ranger. Now today, I'll be moving on to the Green Ranger. Now taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in a window box packaging. At the top, we can see that it says Saban's Power Rangers, and on the left, we can see an image of the Green Ranger surrounded by green lightning. On the bottom right, we can see that it says Legacy Collection Green Ranger. Turning the box around, we can see an image of the Build-A-Figure Megazord, and in the background, green lightning, and at the bottom, the other figures from this wave. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is the Green Ranger out of the box. And man, I am very excited to finally have this figure in my collection. Now though I am more of a Red Ranger fan, I absolutely love this Green Ranger figure so much more, and you will definitely see why. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. Now the Green Ranger does come with several accessories. Starting off, he comes with the Sword of Darkness, the Dragon Dagger, a holster for the Dragon Dagger, and 2 pairs of interchangeable hands. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at the Green Ranger. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at the Green Ranger here. Now, I am mostly a Red Ranger fan. Always have been, probably always will be. And I know everyone was hyped when this guy came out, when Tommy Oliver just came in and just stole the show as the Green Ranger. But I still, for the most part, remained a big Red Ranger fan. Now, however, when it comes to these figures, I think this Green Ranger is so much better. It does still have some of the problems that we had with the Red Ranger, but this figure kind of hides those things in certain ways, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So overall, you do get a basic, green suit. It all came out really nice. There's not really a whole lot of paint. All the green pieces, for the most part, what you see are molded in that green, so they're pretty solid. And I believe the gloves and the boots, those are molded in white, and those all look pretty good. And we do get clean, crisp paint, as far as like on the boots, green on the boots, and the gold. Same thing with the gloves. The gold that they chose for the armor and whatnot all looks really good. Pretty vibrant for the most part. I do like it. The same thing with these little bicep bands right here and whatnot. Even got like the strap for the armor piece. Looks really good and clean. I love the gold morpher that we get right there. You can see the dragon coin right in the center. Just again, really cool. Great head sculpt for the helmet. I think it looks really good. All clean paint. And like the Red Ranger, I kind of wish the teeth on this white part of the visor were just painted silver, just to add a little more just two-toning, because it's all just a solid white, and you can see the teeth kind of sculpted in there. But I just think if they were painted to silver, they'd stand out a lot more. So pretty cool. But one thing I do like about this figure, so much more than the Red Ranger, he does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece for the Build-A-Megazord, but he does come with appropriate accessories, meaning he actually comes with his Dragon Dagger. Probably one of the most important pieces you can have with the Green Ranger figure. And now it does look pretty good. The sculpt is really nice. Do like that quite a bit. Looks really good. Paint apps are really nice. Like it's painted on both sides, which is really cool. Like that quite a bit. But what I also do love is that he comes with this, the evil Green Ranger's Sword of Darkness. Now that's a cool accessory, if you don't mind me saying. I am so glad that we got this piece. We did get it in the SH Figuarts version, but as for a lot of American-made Ranger figures, I don't believe we've ever got this before. I could be wrong, but I love the fact that we got this. The only thing it's really missing is a little tassel at the end, but I can understand why they didn't do that. Sculpting is very good. We even got that little red like gem right there in the center. But it is a gummy plastic. You can see how easily I'm bending it around. It did come out of the package a little warped, but I managed to straighten it out with some warm water, so that came out really, really cool. Now you can hold both weapons in both hands, which I'm so stoked about. Like, that's so cool. You know, and that's one of those things, like I said, I don't understand why we couldn't get better accessories for the Red Ranger. I know he came with a build of Megazord piece, but to be honest, I would prefer them to come with their actual weapons, than a build of Megazord, honestly. They could have sold the Megazord separately, in my opinion. So I think that's such a one-up that this Green Ranger figure has over a figure like the Red Ranger. So pretty cool in that regard. Now he does have interchangeable hands to hold the, the dragon flute or dragon dagger, whatever you want to call it. And it is tricky because these joints are very, very tight. So they're just on little ball pegs right there. And you can take one of these, dragon dagger, holding hands or calling hands, whatever you'd like to call it, and then just fit on like so. So it's a little tight, but I kind of just prefer the standard gripping hands. I just think those look better because I'll never really use the dragon dagger calling hand things, whatever you want to call them. So let's take a look at articulation now. Oh, one more thing with that, the shoulder sculpts, still that kind of like awkward shoulder sculpt that I've talked about with the Red Ranger. Those are still there, but because he wears the yellow, or excuse me, the gold armor, it kind of covers those up, so they don't bother me as much as they did on the Red Ranger. So that's another thing that the figure has, this Green Ranger figure has on the Red Ranger. So articulation, excuse me, is pretty much the same though. He does look up and down just like that with that disc joint right in the end, and turns left and right. No rotation, no like rolling around because it's not a ball joint. It can go up about that far, and it does go at an angle because of the armor. It goes down and out, but like I said with the Red Ranger figure, if you just pull back and then pull out and then rotate, you can kind of get it look like it's going further out or higher up than this, because if you just go straight out, that's all you're really going to get. So you can play with it and manipulate it to get more articulation out of it. So it does rotate at the bicep, double jointed elbows that work pretty good, but just look a little odd because it's really flat right there. You do get a glove cut, allows it to rotate left and right. Since the hands are on those ball pegs, you can kind of hinge up and down, rotate left and right. We also get a ab crunch feature right in there. Now one thing I do notice is that it's not painted white under the armor right here. I do kind of wish it was, but it's not a big deal because the armor does cover it. So it can crunch back and forth just like that, as well as rotate left and right. We do get really nice hip joints. We kick forward and back and do the splits very, very well, which is really, really cool. We do get a thigh cut in there, rotates left and right, double jointed knees. We do get a boot cut, rotates left and right, an ankle joint, allows you to point the toe up and down, as well as a really nice ankle rocker in there. And what I do like about these ankles is when you hinge up and down, they actually are ratcheted, and that does help with the balance when you're posing him around. So that's really, really cool too. So overall, I do love this figure. I will forever be a bigger Red Ranger fan, but in so many ways, especially with the accessories, I think this figure is definitely superior. For a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Captain America figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Green Ranger comparison, here he is standing next to a vintage Green Ranger and an SH Figuarts Green Ranger. And a big shout out to my buddy Keith for hooking me up with that vintage Green Ranger. And for even more Ranger comparison, here he is standing next to the Legacy Collection Red Ranger that I've previously reviewed. And just for fun, here he is standing next to Little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Legacy Collection Green Ranger. Now, much like the Red Ranger I've previously reviewed, this figure does have similar problems. But with the addition of all those great accessories, definitely makes this one of the best Green Ranger figures that we have ever received. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.